Four, three, two, one. Guys, welcome to the Tech Behind FinTech, our special Christmas Day show. I hope all is well with everybody. I want to wish everyone Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I hope all is well with you. Definitely has been a tough year in terms of the pandemic, COVID, and just various things going on. So definitely want to wish everyone well during this time. So basically decided to come on and do a Christmas show today. Wanted to remain consistent in our efforts. So it's not going to be a long episode. We don't have a guest today. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover some top stories of the week. So that is our goal for today. Let me just set everything up. So what are the top stories this week going on? Yeah, the biggest story this week right now from a fintech perspective is Ripple and XRP. Let's get into that. Essentially, the SEC is filing a lawsuit against Ripple, claiming that XRP can be considered a currency. Considered a security and not a currency. So what does that mean? Let's just take a step back. First of all, what's Ripple? Ripple Labs basically develops and distributes an open source payment protocol. The company offers an open source payment system and a math-based virtual currency that power the world's distributed currency exchange, merchant payments, money transfers, and remittances. It's interesting to note that 95% of their customers are outside of the US, but they are currently in San Francisco. I think they'll be moving. So now let's understand that they created the currency, the XRP currency. From Ripple's perspective, it's two different entities, meaning if they went out of business for some reason, the XRP token will still be exchanged. The SEC unfortunately does not feel similar. So from the SEC's perspective, in a lawsuit filed on Tuesday of this week, they said that Ripple raised at least $1.4 billion through the sale of XRP without first registering it as a security, with the agency creating an information vacuum that misled investors. So in reading the different news articles, basically there could have been confusion among some investors, thinking that because you have the XRP token, you somehow have a stake in Ripple Labs, which you don't. So it's interesting to see how that will play out. What are the repercussions? So XRP went up to 80 cents and then it plunged on Wednesday to 26 cents. Right now it's trading at around 34 to 35 cents. Another thing, Asia's leading digital platform, OSL, suspended all XRP payment in and trading services on their platform. Institutional investors like Bitwise Asset Management dumped XRP from their portfolio. So why would the digital exchanges drop it? So the issue is, if XRP is classified as a security, then it then creates new rules for the exchanges that currently trade it. They would run the risk of being asked to register as a securities exchange as opposed to a digital asset exchange. So a security exchange like the TD Ameritrade or the countless other ones that you see from that you can trade stocks on. The digital exchanges right now, like Coinbase, Binance, you could exchange currency like Bitcoin, Ethereum, where those of you just as cryptocurrencies, and something like your stock that you would trade, like Apple stock or Amazon, those are securities. So essentially, if the SEC wins the lawsuit, then it puts the digital asset exchanges at risk. So that's why some are choosing to delist. Right now, the big ones like Coinbase and Bittrex and Binance, you can still trade XRP on it. So it's interesting to see how that will develop moving forward. Definitely something, if you own XRP, you want to keep your eyes on. And another thing that's very interesting, why? So, 2017 to 18, that year, cryptos were like, it just, the boom was crazy. It was driven a lot by, I think, more so retail, like everyday folks. And that's where that boom happened. And then it crashed. Whereas today, you're seeing a lot of institutional investors get in, like actual, like private equity firms, hedge funds. You're seeing those people get in. And that's why now you're seeing the boom in Bitcoin going up as high as it's going, and that type of fluctuation. So in the last month, there's a token called Flare Networks Native Spark FLR token. And basically, you could create what Flare's network does. It creates a two-way bridge between networks such as Ethereum and XRP Ledger. This means that it'll allow XRP tokens to be used in smart contracts. They had something called an airdrop, meaning if you owned XRP on December 11th, 2020, at 3:50 p.m. PST, you will receive free Spark tokens. So everyone who knew about that, you saw a lot of people buying XRP at that time so they can get the free Spark token. So that also created a boom. And then, and it was going up until the SEC announced this recent lawsuit, which crashed it. So, just wanted to touch base on that. That was like the biggest news of this week, this Christmas week, I would say, in FinTech. Another item I want to touch on before we start to exit today's show: IBM buys Canadian FinTech Expertis to bolster payment offerings. Expertis Payment as a Service solution expands IBM's hybrid cloud-based payment offerings, transforming payments and treasury management with AI to give financial institutions the flexibility to rapidly innovate and stay competitive as consumers' demand evolve. Expertis has more than 1,000 entities, including banks, credit unions, regulatory agencies, and corporates around the globe, processing an average of 50 billion daily this payments platform. So it's another thing we've been talking about for the last few weeks. We're just seeing a lot of technology players get into more fintech and more into banking. So it's an interesting playing field. And we've been bringing that up in our conversations over the last few weeks. So what is next for us to discuss? So we do a lot of outreach to different fintech firms and to get and some of the employees join our network. So want to give a quick shout out to some new firms that joined our network. HM Bradley, Gigwage, Current, it's a Challenger Bank, and Flutterwave. So shout out to them. I'm happy to always connect with people at these firms. So thank you for that. What else? So I think that's really it. Just wanted to hop on, do a quick Christmas show. Wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday. We'll definitely, it's funny because this is the year that Christmas and New Year's Day both fall on a Friday. Oh, I just see a comment from Renee Small. Merry Christmas. Let me put that on show. Merry Christmas to you. Renee was literally just on the Breaking into Cybersecurity podcast yesterday, ad hoc. I hopped on. She has a CISO series on Thursday. So definitely thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. So yeah, like I was saying, today was just going to be a quick show. Want to remain consistent every week. We're not gonna have a I don't think we're gonna have a guest next week. I think I'm gonna do it solo, but I'll do an outlook on 2021. Look at some things that happened in 2020 for the New Year's Day show. It just so happens that for the last Merry Christmas. Look at that. It's actually my wife saying Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Kia Buck. Nice. That made me smile. I'm not gonna blush though. Okay. All right, next kind of threw me off. Yeah, so next week's show is going to be on it's going to be a New Year's Day show. It just so happens this year, both Christmas and New Year's falls on a Friday. Our show is every Friday at 12 p.m. So the show must go on, and then come January, we're gonna have as usual new and interesting guests around fintech to discuss a wide range of topics. So on that note, I will take off, and I hope everyone enjoys their Christmas, enjoys their holiday weekend, and I look forward to next week's show on New Year's Day. All right, cheers. Let's take this thing off.